am Dr. Natarajan, allopathic doctor, doing general practice at Kodumudi, Tamil Nadu for the last 45 years. Today we are going to talk on diabetes mellitus. It's called high blood sugar. Diabetes mellitus, you can find it everywhere. Many people are suffering from diabetes mellitus because of the modern day life and junk food and unhealthy life, sedentary life. So we will see how it comes. There are two types of diabetes. One is called juvenile diabetes, that is called type 1. Another one is type 2 diabetes. In type 1 diabetes, the insulin secreting pancreas, beta cells won't work. So there is no secretion of insulin. For type 1 diabetes, we have to give insulin regularly. Lifelong insulin we have to give. It comes in the young age because of some antibodies in the body. They will remove the beta cells. So secretion will be totally affected. When insulin secretion is no more there, we have to replace it by external insulin injections. That is type 1 diabetes. Then type 2 diabetes comes in the middle age or old age. It is because the insulin level is not sufficient to control the sugar level in the blood. For that, we can take tablets or exercise like that. To take tablets, it will stimulate the pancreas and it will increase the secretion of insulin to the desired level. It can be done very easily. It's a common treatment for all people. In due course, if the insulin secretion is not sufficient, we have to go for insulin injections for type 2 diabetes. So, is there any other alternative method to control diabetes? That is an important area we have to see today. There are many ways of modifying our lifestyle and then modifying our food and modifying our mental thoughts like meditation. Now we will see. Among the exercise, walking is good. Half an hour or 1 hour brisk walking in the morning and evening, it will reduce the sugar level in blood and it controls the early stage of diabetes mellitus. Then exercise. Among all exercises, yoga is the best one. Among the yoga exercises, the Surya Namaskar is the best. Apart from Surya Namaskar, there are forward bending yogasanas and backward bending yogasanas. Forward bending yogasanas are called Paschimottanasana, Padahastasana, like that. Backward bending yogasanas, as you know, it is Bhujangasana, Salabhasana and then Dhanurasana. That is backward bending asanas. And then sideways bending asanas, that is called Trikonasana. So, you can do all these asanas to control diabetes and it will make the body hale and healthy. Another type of exercise is breathing exercise, that we call it in India as Pranayama, breathing exercises. One exercise is Nadi Sutti, that is cleaning the nadis, Idagala, Pingala. One is Nadi Sutti. Another is Kapalabhati, breathing in the fast space, that is Kapalabhati. Next one is Pranayama. Pranayama means for count of 4 you inhale and for a count of 16 you retain the breath and a count of 8 you release the breathing. This is called Pranayama. It is called Pranayama. So, if you do Pranayama regularly, it will increase oxygen content in the blood, it will tackle many diseases, it will keep the body young. So, it prevents all diseases. Pranayama is in simple terms, you inhale as fast as possible and then you retain the breath as long as possible and then you exhale the air as slowly as possible. In simple terms, that is Pranayama. Then, what are the other methods of curing diabetes? Then another common method is food, natural food. It is natural way of healing. Natural food means raw food. How to take raw food? We are accustomed to cooked food for morning, afternoon, evening. 3 times you are taking only cooked food, and some people take even junk foods like packaged foods. They are not good for health. They damage the internal organs. Then, what is the best way? Best way is taking this bilwa juice in the early morning, and then your tiffin must be postponed by 3 hours. After 9 o'clock, you can take your tiffin. It must consist of the millets like rahi, kambu, samai, tinai, like that. So these small millets, they are not grown with chemical fertilizers and chemical pesticides. So they are toxin free, they are good for health, they contain more fiber and more minerals and other essential nutrients. So they are very helpful in eliminating constipation and keeping our health. So in the morning we can have ragi rotis or kambu, pearl millet rotis, like that. In the lunch we can take this ragi, pearl millet, rice, and like that we can take, and other millets also we can use it. So it is better to avoid rice and wheat as a staple meals. If you avoid both the things, it will go a long way in reducing your sugar levels. And you have to take lot of vegetables, all vegetables, boiled vegetables in the lunch you can take. Then evening night dinner, you have to avoid all the tiffins and other things. You go for raw vegetables like ass goat, and then bottle goat, and then rib goat, then snake goat, then carrot, beetroot, and then onion, big onion. You cut it into pieces and put it in a bowl and add some lime juice. Along with it you can add pomegranate or papaya or pineapple or oranges. So this evening dinner must consist totally of these raw vegetables and fruits. You have to avoid the banana and jackfruit and mango fruits. These fruits contain a lot of sugar, so they have to be avoided. To take it in the night, raw food only, your sugar will come under control within 2 months. You can avoid all tablets and all injections. This is for type 2 diabetes only. Type 1 diabetes we cannot control. It has to be given. Along with the diet, we have to give insulin. So, I have many examples. Then, one man, I gave him this cassia auricata, avare, flowers. Morning, they have to take 30 flowers in the morning. Fresh flowers, they have to chew and swallow. If you take it, it will control the sugar within 2 months. One man is called Mr. Subramaniam from Salaipur. He has followed my advice. He has a lot of sugar. After taking this flower, avare, that is cassia auricata flowers, for 2 months his sugar came under control. For the last 18 years, he is without any diabetes. Now he is hale and healthy at the age of 85 years. Another example, another person, Mr. Swaminathan from Ganadivalayam, he suffered from diabetes at the young age of 35. His wife died of breast cancer, and he has to cook, and he has to send his only son to school, and he has to work in the farm. His sugar level at that time was 450 postprandial. After food it was 450 milligram. So tablets were not helping him. I advised him to take raw food, that is raw vegetables, in the night. He followed the instruction, and after 2 months his blood sugar level became normal. For the last 20 years he is without any diabetes, and he is working in the farm, he is doing the cooking, so he is healthy. So these examples show we can control diabetes without medicines and without insulin injections. So if we follow these instructions, it will be very helpful in controlling diabetes without medicines. So I advise all the diabetic patients to follow these things. Along with this natural way of treatment, you can take this Amrita Sanjeevi. It's called human Panchagavya. If you take it morning and evening, it will give very good relief. It prevents the diabetic complications like diabetic retinopathy and the eye disease, and then diabetic nephropathy, that is renal failure, then diabetic neuropathy, burning sensation and numbness in the feet. So it prevents heart attacks and it prevents stroke like that. So if you follow these instructions, if you take another Sanjeevi, that is human Panchagavya also, we will be free of diabetes and we will be freed from the side effects of diabetes also. I advise everyone to follow these instructions. Thank you.